This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
For a perfect score, Brittany, you are correct.
Wow, Brittany.
That was the replacement cookie for his beloved vanilla weasels.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just so dumb.
Vanilla
This show
weasel.
really is very dumb.
All right, final one here for you, Jay Bird.
I mean, just to cross the finish line with dignity.
Yes, you only got two in this.
Yeah.
How will you hold your head up on the St. Patty's Day beer bus?
You're right. Speaking of beer, do we have any here? I can tell it's going to be one of the kind of shows.
Yes, go for it. Plenty. Michelle and her friends are obsessed with an orange cat on TV named Rigby. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
Gonna go with fact on that. You missed another one.
Oh.
Rigby was a rhino.
Oh,
Oh, he got 2 out of 5.
Hey,
And that was
terrible.
50-50.
I mean,
I was never good at true or false questions, 50-50.
you
any
beat
of
the
that.
odds and did worse than expected.
Kevin, Virginia, and Jason are live on 97.9 WRMF and the KVJ Show app.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Well, hello. Welcome to the KVJ Show. It is Thursday. Welcome to it. It is March 14th, 3.14, and you're immediately looking around because Jay Bird and his alter ego, Super Pie, normally love this day. And as I look around, there is no Jay Bird, maybe no Super Pie. I don't know. Is
No
this-
sign of
is
Super
he-
Pie.
Yeah. Is Super
Is
Pie
he-
hiding somewhere?
Waiting in the wings.
Yeah.
I know you guys think I'm acting or something, but I have not heard from Jason at all today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Denny's, you're a terrible actor.
Well, I'm not even acting.
I'm looking around, like trying to figure out what is the big plan. That
no, I
he's
think
got.
Denny's is telling the truth. I don't think anybody's heard from him.
Really, this isn't a Super Pie ploy.
Well, so I had my wife's school was doing a performance, so I was running the audio for him last night. So I got home late and I hit him up, and I haven't heard back from him at all since then.
Oh, really? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Did you heard from him last night?
Before I left, but I mean, I got back last night around 8.
Did Super Pie overdose on pie last night, getting all excited for the upcoming holiday?
Was it some kind of pie calamity? Did he do himself in on his own plotting and planning? Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, I don't know. Well, the one thing that I did challenge him on, because what he does every single year is my back is turned to the door. And so I don't have any way. Like I'm just a sitting duck. Like
Well-
there's nothing I can do here.
I mean, if you want to get a little agreement between me and you going,
Yeah.
I'll watch your back if you watch mine.
Okay. All right.
So if you want to join forces, I would love to be a part of Super Fist's operation.
Well, it's like that's kind of what's happened. He's really turned on everybody. I know he's.
So if Super Pie is coming for you, I'm going to make a signal like this.
You'll
Crazy
let me know.
arms
Okay.
in the air.
All right, I will let you know. We get everybody's back because we got to turn this tide back. It used to be we used to always pie Jaybird, and then he got so sick of being pied every year that he
He
turned,
created Super Pie.
Yes.
And Super Pie was stronger and faster and more conniving than we were able to be.
Well, he was dedicated to the craft.
He
you know?
was.
For us, it was just a passing. Hey, we were some pie. Let's throw it in Jaybird's face. Yeah, he really got into it, and then it got so out of hand. He tackled you off stage at one of our events.
He tackled me off stage, and then I started punching him at Clematis by night in front of a bunch of people who didn't know who we were. They
Yeah.
just thought we were a guy that pushes women and then a girl who punches men in the face.
It was a shocking
Oh, yeah.
guy.
I'll put that up for everybody today.
Please do,
Absolutely.
yeah. It's memory lane.
Yes.
Aw,
Super Pie
sweet.
and Virginia's Greatest Hits.
Sweet memories.
Yeah. It was two good shots. I actually watched that this morning. It was two really good shots.
Put
you had
up
to his
last
face.
year, too, when I got him. I was waiting outside of his apartment last year. I just don't have the time. But I was waiting and ambushed him, and he was so mad.
Well, we don't really know what is going on here today with Jaybird. So if it's Super Pie related, you know, he's late in the game. Maybe that's what it is. He's holding out to wait for a good pieing. Maybe there's other things that are going on. I don't know. It's just part of the mystery. I guess we got to figure out. Today is not only 3.14 digital date, March 14th, 2019. Today, they've kind of like doubled up. It's actual National Potato Chip Day, too. So they've got two things going on today. There's just so many of these, honorary days now, Virginia, that they got to double up.
Both of them not good for your waistline.
No, they're really not. Pie and chips.
When the hell is salad day?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my ass on a
Notice,
diet.
I don't know if salad does have a day.
Salad needs a day.
I don't think broccoli has a day. I don't think
Cucumber.
cauliflower. No.
Yeah, I don't need pies or potato chips.
Tofu does not have a day. No, it's all the fattening foods. And you know what? We create these to give ourselves an excuse to say, I got to eat it. It's National Cookie Day.
Oh, I can't help myself. I had to eat the whole pie. It's pie day.
Only today, only one time a year. But then you got to keep in mind the next day you're going to have whatever it's National Chocolate Cake Day.
Then it's National I Can't Fit in My Pants Day.
We just came off National Pizza Day. You're right. So that's kind of what's going on. So we'll see what's going on here today. So hopefully we get Jaybird or Super Pie or both.
Should we call him?
Yeah, maybe just see if you hear from him. Yeah, shoot him a text or something like that and see what's up. I'll fire him off a text and see if it's okay or is this part of the Super Pie ploy.
It smells like shenanigans.
It does.
But I thought they would have happened by now.
I know.
So it's very mysterious.
Maybe.
But maybe this is Super Pie. This is what he wants us to be in here. Just wondering what he's up to.
Well, the thing I like is when Jaybird is not here, we're able to keep the blinds up in the studio, and the glass that I can now see causes a nice reflection. So now it's kind of like I have a mirror. Before, normally, he will have everything lowered, so I can't see. I'm completely blind as a bat, behind my head. But I've got eyes now, front and back.
Look at this.
Keeping an eye on Super Pie.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Well, I think what's on our minds right now is where the heck is Super Pie or Jaybird? I mean, first of all, Jaybird is not usually just a no-show when it comes to KVJ Show, so that is odd. And two, I know how much he loves 3.14 and Pi Day, so I was expecting, okay, maybe it's some kind of like a little ruse that he was hiding somewhere. But boy, he's really committed to his craft.
He wouldn't have this much patience. If there's one thing I know about Super Pie, Super Pie is not patient.
He can't, he wouldn't be able to sit in the wings this long just to wait for something.
So I did a little investigating.
Okay.
And the last we ever heard from Jaybird was around 8:30 last night. Denny's got home from doing his thing that he had to do.
Okay.
And he texted Denny's to see if they wanted to hang out, and Denny's was already sleeping at like 8:35. And then so the bird was up at 8:35.
Okay.
Looking for a friend.
All right. And that
nothing.
was it.
Radio silence.
I've tried to FaceTime him. You tried to text him. Everybody tried to call him.
Huh.
Should we go over there and check and make sure the stalker didn't get him?
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I mean, I guess at this point, we ought to go over and try to check, see what's going on. It's probably the last option we have. Yeah, I guess I know you're busy with other things, Denny's, but...
Well, I texted my wife, because we live right next door to him, and she's getting ready to go to class right now. So I was like, hey, just knock on the door and see what's going on over there.
Tell her to go over there and try to get in.
She is, so she's going to do a little investigation here probably in the
I know where he hides the key.
next 5 minutes.
Should I say where he hides the key?
I know where he hides the key, too. But yeah, I think she's checking in the next 5 minutes, so we'll find out.
Okay.
Will she come on the air with us?
I'll ask her.
Do you know, was his truck there when you left? You guys live in the same complex. Okay. So
his truck was there. Any foreign female-looking cars in a guest spot that may have been over company style?
It was not. It was vacated.
I don't think he had a chick over there because if he would have had a girl over there, he wouldn't have been texting Denny's at 8:35 to come over.
It's true.
Okay.
He'd have been,
Unless he started Pi Day early.
laying the Mac down.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm going to have Jen check.
Still a mystery. All right. Well, let me know when you hear something there, Denny's.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting worried because this is not like him.
Absolutely not. And he didn't send viral this morning, so.
Yeah.
Really?
He didn't send anything, yeah.
Well, yeah, we have no audio. And that's usually one of his morning chores.
Yeah, that's his staple.
I'm really getting worried.
So he hasn't.
Even if he was messing around as Super Pie, he would still do his work.
Absolutely.
Think so. Yeah.
Y'all aren't punking me?
No, not at all.
Yeah. We'll check on it.
Kevin, you sure you're not in on it?
I'm not in on anything. No,
I'm not going to go out there to look and get pied.
That'd be the ultimate prank.
Nobody should trust anybody around these parts.
That's why this is the bad day for Jaybird to not show up because everyone's already on edge and suspicious.
I parked in a different spot in the parking lot that I haven't parked in 6 months. I came into the building a whole different way. I'm like, ain't Super Pie getting me today.
Yeah. So everybody's already off their game.
Everybody's
thinking,
real edgy.
Yeah.
Well, so that's what I assumed this morning as well, was Super Pie action, but I have not heard anything of a Super Pie today.
Super Pie has never waited this long to strike. It's 6:26, y'all.
I know.
This is weird.
You'd think
You sure you don't know anything, Smugs?
I don't know anything. I have no idea what's going on.
I swear I don't either.
Me either. I'm going to keep you guys posted.
Yeah, okay. All right, we'll try to figure out what's going on with Jaybird here today.
Call Jen, see what she came up with.
The big mystery. Where is he today?
I mean, if we need to, I can just say where the key is hidden and we can send people over there.
Well, I think we'll have Jen be able to do all that kind of stuff too. But yeah, we'll definitely try to figure out what's going on there.
How odd.
Okay, well, what do you got on your mind today, Virginia?
On my mind today, I have a question. So, 90% of the time, Rocco is an angel. He's a sweetheart.
Sure.
But 10% of the time, Rocco is violent.
Violent. Okay, now what do you mean by violent?
Like, he will, he headbutted me.
Okay.
2 days ago, and my head still hurts. Every time I touch my face, go to put on makeup, wash my face, I'm like, ow, what's that? Oh, yeah, Rocco headbutted me. He slapped me so hard the other day, and, you know, he's eye level with my privates, so he literally slapped me full force as hard as he could right on my private area.
Okay.
Is this normal? Because I did not go through this with Magnolia. Girls do not do this. I feel like maybe it's a boy thing, that they're frustrated and they can't figure stuff out. And immediately I put him in timeout both times, and he got all sad and he was crying. And we don't hit, mommy, and you don't hit girls, and you don't hit at all, and the whole thing. But is this normal for boys?
I don't think so. I don't know of boys to that level. I wouldn't say that that's not in my experience. I've got 2 boys, and neither one of them have been to that point where they would lash out and hit like to that level. And if they did, then it would be they would get they would definitely know very quickly.
He got in trouble at preschool yesterday because him and apparently a couple of his little boy friends, the guys on the playground, were kicking each other. And they were like, no, we have to practice nice feet and nice hands. And I just see like a pattern of a little bit too much like physical violence. And I know this is probably him taking after his mother, but how can we stop this?
Right. How do you control, when he has that? I don't know. I mean, anymore, the diagnosis that people have with children is so complex.
Should we put him on pills?
But you ever almost even hate to wade into it because you don't know. It could be a bunch of different things. I think boys roughhouse a little bit more.
And he does. Him and his dad, which I'm not a fan of, and I voice my opinion, but nobody listens to me. I don't care for the extreme roughhousing. I don't mind a little tickle play.
Well, what's their roughhousing like?
Full-on wrestling style. There's body blows. There's all full-on. And I just don't like it. I think it gets a little bit too much.
Okay.
But, Panda loves wrestling.
Yeah.
It's hard.
My son Cannon had gotten into it later, but I don't know that we did that level of roughhousing. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. Maybe with today's boys, I didn't have that with my 2, though. My youngest is only 10, so I don't know that he's that far out of it that I would think I would have noticed. So, I don't know if anybody has any idea.
Is it normal? Other boy moms, did you go through this? Because, I'm just basing this off my experience with Magnolia, and I'm like, oh my gosh, nothing like this ever happened with her.
Yeah. My mom was very stern with me. If something like that would have happened, my mom had a amazing kung fu grip. Like if I ever would have done anything, she would dig into your arm and she would be like, and she would make that eye contact and she'd put the fear of Jesus in you.
Well, when he slapped me in my downstairs the other day, I slapped him back in the chest really quick, and I'm like, no, you don't hit me. And then I put him in timeout, and he was crying, but I just see a pattern.
Okay. And you're worried that, okay, this is the beginning of something
and
more severe.
How do I stop it?
Okay. All right. Well, if anybody's got any motherly advice on dealing with roughhousing boys, 877-979-WRMF. You can let us know here on the show. I saw this little article that the New York Times did, and it's kind of in line with where I am now. I'm all over the place. I used to be a person who didn't care so much about germs, and I read a gazillion different articles about germs and became like a germaphobe light. And
You were a germaphobe medium.
yeah, okay, germaphobe medium. It's something on my mind. And I'll be like, oh, okay, stay away from stuff. And then when I got back from my trip to Israel in November, I got some kind of funk. I felt it as soon as I landed in Miami. I'm like, oh, something's coming on. I got like the bronch. Then I got the flu like a couple of weeks ago. And then on the cruise, Cannon coughed in my mouth twice. And then I got like the bronch again. And that's 3 times in basically the course of 3 months that I got sick. And before that, I remember I would go at the most once a year. And sometimes I remember going like a decade without having the flu or anything like that. And that was really before I got into my germophobic ways. And my wife's like, look, she's like, I don't worry about that kind of stuff. I get germs in my body. I don't care about it. Though she does use the antibacterial. Now, this New York Times article has been talking to some experts about how the world is becoming too sterile because of things like the antibacterial soap, and it is likely weakening our immune systems.
Interesting.
A lot of us are starting to deal with this. And so they said, okay, well, what do we do? And she said, well, I mean, you just got to like not try to chase germs away at every turn and say, look, we were fine with the germs we were introducing to ourselves. It's not like people were dropping dead. Now you're noticing more and more people getting sick. Oddly enough, the more we seem to fight germs, the more sick we seem to get. I'm that way. So
we've done it to ourselves.
I think, and this article kind of spoke to me, and I had gone on this because my wife, who doesn't take any medicine and do all this kind of stuff, was in a sense heckling me about like, look, I'm never sick and blah, blah, blah.
She even made the point that has stuck with me since you said it the other day on the radio, that she's like, yeah, if I drop food on the floor, I eat it. Who cares? You are just like me. If we drop food on the floor, we're too prissy. We're not going to eat it. And then we antibacterial our hands because we touch the floor.
Right.
Like, is all that prissiness getting us sick?
Well, all I know is I've been getting sick more. The more prissy I get, the more sick I seem to get. And so I've been trying to turn it around a little bit. And they talked to this doctor in this article. And one of the things they said was, yeah, if you drop food on the floor, just pick it up and eat it. It's not that big of a deal. These are the kind of things that are good. You need to get a little bit of that germ in there, so everybody's like, okay, some germs, let's go to work, boys, let's fight it off. And then they become strong. And you think about the antibodies in your body just like your body itself. You work out at the gym, you lift weights, your muscles will be stronger. You don't, and if you just stay at home and lay in a dormant state, you're going to have atrophy and your muscles are going to fall away.
Look like Denny's arms.
Well, yeah.
Just kidding, Denny's.
So that's it. So you got to like keep working out the body. And this is the one level where, I don't know, the doctor kind of lost me. And does the doctor lose all credibility about eating stuff off the floor when she says, you know, it might be a good idea to start picking your nose more and eating it? That actually came from the doctor in the New York Times article. No real explanation as to why, but apparently I think
it's a filter.
It's a filter, and there's germs in that, and so if you eat that, apparently you put those germs into your body, and your body's like, fight it and let's go, let's get strong. And I'm like, all right, okay, so what is it going to be? Am I going to get sick, or am I going to start eating my boogers? Like, all right, where
man-made snack.
Why do I feel like the whole world is messing with me at this point?
It's the adult breastfeeding.
It is.
You can make your own snack.
So that's kind of where I am. I'm like, okay, wait, what? All right. And if that meant you would never get sick, would you eat your boogers?
Yes. Never get sick ever again?
I was contemplating that. I'm like, would I? I'm like, I don't know.
I think I might really go down that path.
Would I rather have that awful flu that I had? It was the worst I've had in my life. Would I rather have that, or would I rather eat my boogers regularly?
The fear of it, because here's the problem now. We're older. We're responsible. We know too much. We have too much that we have to do in any given day.
Yeah.
For me, the fear of getting sick is almost like just as bad as getting sick itself, because I think about it all the time. Oh, I got to get my antibacterial. I can't get sick because I touched the doorknob.
It's a to-do.
It's a to-do.
Yes.
It's a to-do. Can I release myself of all that and just start eating my boogers? I don't know.
It would be...
it's kind of going completely at 180.
Might be a better world. And could you see if this caught on? People said, yes, we need to do that. Could we ever come to a time and place in society where it's not looked down upon, it's actually applauded if people would pick their nose and eat it. Be like, "Oh, that's just normal. That's just what you do to stay well." I don't know if we'd ever get to that point.
Booger medicine.
Imagine if we got to that world. What a crazy place it would be.
Huh.
Mara's on here from Boca. She's got some advice for you. She's got a 4.5-year-old son. Mara, you can relate. Virginia's dealing with some issues with Rocco. He's smacking around a little bit and kicking on the playground. You're kind of having some of the same problems?
Yeah, not so much the same problems, but I definitely noticed that they pick up so much from daycare, from the other kids that maybe have like older brothers that, watch wrestling or watch other shows that, maybe, my son doesn't watch, and he'll come home and he's hitting me for something. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you hitting mommy? And he's like, well, so-and-so hits his mommy. Well, I'm not his mommy, and that's not how we do things in this house.
This mommy hits back.
I've seen it firsthand. Yeah, well, me too. And I've seen it firsthand. I get to school, and he's on the playground, and him and his friends are kicking each other. They're punching each other. And I'm like, what on earth is going on? The teacher's like, oh, they've been doing this all day. And I'm like, well, separate them.
Yeah. One of them has to go in timeout.
He's good. For the most part, he's good. He's a great kid. He's amazing. I love him to death. But there are times where I look at him and I go, who are you?
Yes.
Right, yeah.
That is me 10% of the time. I mean, 90% of the time, Rocco is an angel. He's so sweet. But then, if just something doesn't go his way, he will lash out with a little bit of like a quick hit of violence.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa.
Some suggestions, and this is some interesting stuff. Somebody said, I got the same problem with my grandson, and I counted the way that his father plays with him as well. They play very rough, punching, smacking, wrestling moves. And somebody said, maybe the right thing is that Panda needs to sit down and talk to Rocco about this and say, look, this is play, this is not. Inside the ring or imaginary ring, these kind of things you can do, but when you get into outside of the ring, this is not at all acceptable. Because this is make-believe, this is play stuff.
Yeah, we can't be slapping mommy in the vagina because that is not
I hear
cool. That just ruined
that
mommy's
thing's already
night.
gone through enough. Be like, look, boy, you already wrecked this thing once.
Thank you.
Yes.
What are you doing? Coming back for seconds?
Right.
No.
Oh, if only your vagina could hit back.
Oh, my vagina would lay him out. Biff.
Somebody said my brother was violent growing up, even when we were both raised in a no-hitting house. Medicating him turned him into a zombie, and his violence never really went away. Take him to therapy and teach him self-control, somebody said. Yeah, therapy
I was kidding about medicating him.
Yes.
He's 3. I'm not going to.
Yeah. Well, I think people were doing that for a while until people are like, what are we doing with our kids?
No, I'm not going to medicate him. I'm just going to beat him.
Yeah.
That's the old-fashioned way.
Okay. Well, Jaybird is a no-show today, which is rare for him, especially on a day that he loves, like 3.14.
And it's so weird.
Yeah.
He never, ever is a no-show.
Right. He'll text or let you know or something
call
like that.
or something.
Well, and he's not, a heavy sleeper, so that's just it. That he wakes up like every hour. That's the stories he always talks about his sleep life and his schedule. So what exactly is going on? We had Denny's wife Jen go over to knock on the door to see because his vehicle is there out front, and Jen is on here. Hello, Jen.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay. Any luck with Jaybird? Did you go over to his apartment?
I did. I'm actually walking by again right now. I banged on it and nothing.
Are you able to, because I know where the key is hidden if you don't, are you able to go in and check and see if he's in there?
I mean, you're asking me to put my life at risk here.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's got to go to school. She's got a lot going on. Maybe that's a job for Denny's. Yeah. Maybe we'll have to send Denny's over there to see what's going on.
And I think actually, let me look here.
Mm-hmm.
His spare key is gone. So
Oh, it is.
I think the spare key might have become the primary key, and
There's no backup.
I don't doubt that.
it will.
Okay. Yeah. So
I mean, I can tell you this. That's a flimsy door. I could kick it in with one swift kick.
well, I mean,
Yeah, there's no lights on, nothing.
wow. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for
Which is
checking.
weird. There's usually like a TV glow or something. We got nothing going on in there.
That's right, because he sleeps with the TV on, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, multiple TVs, nothing.
Okay. Yeah, this is getting to be a big mystery. All right, Jen, we will let you go to work. Thank you for checking in for us. We appreciate it.
No problem, guys. Have a lovely day.
You too. Yeah, this is getting odd. Jaybird, yeah, you're right, because he always sleeps with the TV on. His spare key is gone. This has turned into a big mystery. Yeah, I wonder, yeah, that's a good question. Was Chewy barking at all? Does Chewy bark when somebody comes to the door?
He should, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I would think he does. I don't know. Okay, we'll try to figure out. So if we don't have a spare key, yeah, what does this warrant kicking a door down?
Yeah.
You think so?
Absolutely.
And I don't know if Denny's is the man to do it.
Do you want me to do it?
we got this issue as well. Okay. All right. Well,
am I going to kick the door down and then get pied? Because then I'm going to be pissed.
Well, but then you destroyed his door. So, I mean, you know, is that worth it at that point?
You want me to run over there?
I think at this point we probably should, shouldn't we?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 6:41. He is never late to work, much less 41 minutes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The only thing I worry about is when you get in there, do you get pied?
Well, I mean, if that's
If that's what this is.
if that's all it is, yeah. If he's really laying in wait that much, yeah, this is a whole different
if I
level.
get pied, I'll be so annoyed.
I told Kevin the other day, you know, if he pies me, I'm not going back after him. I'm going after Chewy. You know how mad he gets when I go after
he's
Chewy.
real defensive of Chewy.
Real defensive. That's how you get the bird. Don't pie him, you pie Chewy.
Okay.
I'm going to run over there real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's probably our best play.
We have to. We
Just to
can't.
see.
I mean, at this point, we have to.
Yeah.
What if he fell down the stairs?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's got to be something weird like that, right?
Right.
He throws his back out all the time. What if he's like upstairs in the bathroom, in the tub, can't
You
move?
think he would have shouted if he heard knocking on the door, especially if you're in a dire situation, right? You would start being like, help me.
Unless he
Yeah.
fell on his neck or something.
Oh, I mean, let's
Oh,
hope,
geez.
obviously,
All right.
not
Let's
that.
send Denny's over there.
I'm gonna look.
And yeah, you're going to have to. We're going to have to get into his place. We can't just walk away saying, "Yeah, you didn't answer." So
you got to kick the door in. That's a flimsy door.
yeah,
For sure.
I imagine he probably has all of his windows probably wide open too. So
Yeah.
Something tells me you could get in.
There's got to be some way to easily get into that apartment.
I can grab a ladder and go up to his like balcony or something.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Call us as you're approaching. I want to find out what's going on here. So we'll see what's happening. So
Be careful. Don't get pied.
everybody's like, I don't like this stunt. This is bad. This is not funny. Knock it off.
This is not a stunt.
No. People are like going, I can tell Kevin's smug. He knows something. I don't know anything. I really don't. You're clearly in the key of smug. Don't believe this at all. No, I have no idea. I really do not. So I am not messing with people. I would not do it at this point. We believe in quick jokes that resolve themselves fast.
And I'm saying stupid little things trying to be funny, but I really am worried.
Yeah.
And I don't want anything bad to happen to him. And
Well, this is different. Yeah. As you try to run through everything that could be going on. You know, we've worked with Jaybird for 15 years, and I don't think this has ever happened before.
This is not typical.
Okay.
I don't think he's ever
No.
even when he did sleep in, he sleeps into like 6:05 and he calls in a panic. I'm on my way.
Right. Yeah.
It's almost 7:00.
Okay. Somebody's like, yeah, you need to have the police handle this. I don't know. I don't know if these
No,
two
we don't
believe in
call the
yeah,
law.
I don't these. Yeah, Denny's ain't calling the cops.
No, we're gonna handle this internally.
No, if Jaybir's dead, we're gonna have to call someone else. He ain't gonna call the cops. So we gotta figure something out here. So we'll let you know as soon as we find out something where Jaybird is. We'll let you know.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Well, look what the cat dragged in.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh my gosh! I know this is the perfect day to have calamity go down. I know it's Super Pie Day. I swear.
Yeah.
This isn't a stunt. I'm not pulling any shenanigans. I'm already getting text messages and tweets. This is the worst stunt ever. I'm like, this is not a stunt.
I know people are like yelling at me, and I'm like going, "This isn't funny," and da da da. And you done some jerky things, but this is the worst. I'm like, look, I'm not doing anything.
Kevin's fault.
I know. Yeah.
What did you do?
I
Well,
don't
we
know.
were talking about you, and we were starting to go from like making jokes to actually really being worried.
Oh, I know.
I thought maybe you fell in the tub and fell on your neck and you were dead or something.
No, I have not been sleeping. I'm in a terrible bout of insomnia right now. I haven't slept in about 3 days, and this happens to me sometimes. I was working on the show, and I was laying in my bed editing audio, and I crashed in the middle of doing viral audio. And I
fell asleep?
I fell asleep. I passed out about 4:15 this morning.
Oh my gosh.
And then I woke up to Chewy barking. You FaceTiming me, my sister leaving me voicemails and texting me. Everyone thinks I'm dead.
I was really like trying to still be ha 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 jokey, but I was like, damn, the stalker got him.
I'm reading all the, oh my gosh, it's Super Pie. That I see how the tide turned. It's not Super Pie. This is the worst stunt ever. Damn you, Kevin. Oh my gosh, Jaybird's dead.
Right. And it's amazing. I mean, people's minds were like running wild with them. Somebody's like, oh, what if the stalker saw him get the spare key and now the stalker has it?
Yes. We looked for your spare key, but it's not there.
Yeah. Somebody
Who
said,
looked for it?
Jen.
Denny's wife?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was over there. She was the first line of defense that we sent, but she couldn't find the spare key. She thinks you may have lost your key, and now the spare is the primary.
That's an accurate statement.
yeah. Okay. Is that what went on with the spare key?
I've lost my fifth one. But, yeah, I completely apologize to y'all and to the audience. I did not mean to worry anybody. This is very odd for me. I felt so terrible because I didn't send any viral. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 6:40.
Yeah.
The worst feeling. And I knew Virginia's going to think, oh, he's got a girl. I knew there was going to be all
Well,
these-
no, Denny's checked the parking lot on his way to work, and there was no random girl cars, because
Yeah.
that was my first thing. Oh, yeah, he's knees deep. But no, he's good.
And I remember you telling me you thought it was kind of lame to do Super Pie during the morning show because that's what I do usually.
Well, I was just saying, yeah, when I'm sitting here and my back turned and it's like, yeah, I'm not sitting duck. It's like, you know.
I
it's like-
agree. I think
it's like kicking a baby.
I've done it 3 times in a
Yeah,
row. It's
yeah.
it's time to turn the page on
right.
that.
Need, yeah. A new challenge.
Yeah, I apologize. It's not more interesting. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
My body gave out on me. All I can say is I blew it.
Now, if that did happen, how would you want it to? Because a lot of people are saying, look, you need to get the cops over there. The cops need to go out there to
God.
access
People
his house.
wanted us to call the cops.
Everyone was like, call the cops.
No.
You guys need to stop messing around. Somebody, this one text says, to handle this internally is not a good idea. What if something bad is happening and he's being held hostage inside or something and you're sending someone else and possibly to get hurt or killed? There's been so much attention to his beer line. Someone could have nefarious intentions thinking that he's got money. Please think this out before you guys take action.
Okay, for future moments here,
We don't call the cops.
We always send Denny's first. He's my cleaner. He's
Right.
the guy that cleans out all
Yeah,
this
you
stuff.
don't want the cops showing up,
No.
barging in.
All kind of weird
you do a
toys
lot of weird
that
stuff
are
in
laid
there.
out.
Especially if I'm dead. Denny's got a job. He knows the protocol. He's gone through.
He knows what to do. It's step by step.
Yeah, the last line of defense is the cops.
And people want to know, now, do you set an alarm clock in the morning? How does that?
I do not. I'm very arrogant. I usually wake up hour on the hour. I go through these moments sometimes where I'm not sleeping and I'm not eating very much and I'm not sleeping right now. And the last 3 days have been kind of funky. And when I get like this, I get kind of weird, and my body just gave out on me. And I apologize for being late. I feel very dumb.
It's all right. Okay, there's first for everything. We were just saying, boy, it's not like that. I think 15 years. I don't know that we'd ever.
15 years, he said.
Yeah.
I get the concern. I get it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're just.
You're falling apart.
I am falling apart.
Anything you want to talk about? Anything we can do?
Just let's get some pancakes. That's a pancake.
It's National Pie Day.
Oh, you're right.
Okay. National Pie Day.
We need to get you pie.
The bird could use some pancakes.
Okay. Well, luckily, Jaybird has turned up here. He's okay. Everything is good. We can now focus on the more important things like National Pie Day.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
And make no mistake about it. Super Pie may not be here during the morning show.
Yeah.
He's coming for you. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there's a storm coming, and hell's coming with it.
Okay.
And nobody's scared. Look at you.
You're right.
You don't have anything together.
But you know what? The Jason Pennington does it. Super Pie does.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Super Pie's one's got it
Why
together.
didn't Super Pie wake up Jaybird for work?
He's not in town yet. He hasn't touched down.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
not here.
He's coming down. He's flying down from Chicago.
Well, today is National Pie Day, and of course, there's a lot of restaurants that are going to try to help you out. They're going to give you some food with some special deals. Like if you go to Whole Foods, pies are $3.14 off. Get it? 3.14.
Oh, that's a $3.14 coupon.
Uh-huh.
I like it.
BJ's Restaurant and Brew House, they're selling mini one-topping pizzas for $3.14.
Okay.
I like it.
That's kind of a good deal.
I went to Walmart early this morning, and sweet potato pies from Patti LaBelle are out.
Whoa.
They are out. There's a whole thing of them. I was like, ooh.
It's a Pie Day crisis.
Pie Day, sweet potato pie. The Patti LaBelle pie is on point.
Not trying to get into an argument because I know I'm late. I'm not trying to stir it up, but that pie is available all year. That's not seasonal. That's an all year around
Really?
pie. Yeah, it is.
I just never noticed it all year, I guess.
Well, he does notice pie.
Yeah, they feature it on a day like today.
Look, I'll never question you and your
Yes.
knowledge of pie. I just thank you for being here to shed the light on this.
California Pizza Kitchen's doing a slice of key lime pie for $3.14, which,
Doesn't seem like a deal.
yeah,
No,
and
it's
I'm
not.
like, why wouldn't you do pizza pie? Because you're known for pizza pie, not key lime. I didn't know they had key lime pie.
Usually they nail it.
Yeah, I love me some CPK.
I do too. They do a great job.
They do.
But pie, a piece of key lime for $3.14, like no one's impressed.
Boy, don't give a good review to California Pizza Kitchen for about pizza. People get mad about that because it's like corporate or something.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. They do a good pizza. They got all kind of variety.
Yeah. Okay, you're defending it.
I digress.
Okay. And if you got the 7-Eleven Rewards app, you can get a slice of pizza for 50 cents today for National Pie Day.
That's a good deal.
Yes.
It's probably normally what, $2?
Probably 75 cents.
I didn't say what it's worth. That's what they charge.
Come in today and save a quarter. Few celebrity birthdays today. Simone Biles, the Olympic gold medal gymnast, turns 22. Billy Crystal, the comedian, is 71 today. Little shout out to Shane, turning 11. From Mom, Dad, Patrick, and Michael. Also, happy 12th birthday to Elise. You're a true heaven-sent blessing. From Mommy. Also, happy birthday to Lily, turning 10. That is from Mommy, Daddy, little brother Jason Buttons. Michael's turning 11 from Aunt Melissa, Ben, Morgan, and Matthew. And we got Adeline turning 4. She's apparently a little wackadoodle. Love Mommy, Daddy, Kaylee, and Colton. And they're heading off to Legoland this next week. So enjoy that.
I love Legoland. That is so fun.
Be fun, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
That age especially. Look around your car right now. If you got into a situation where you were stranded somewhere and you couldn't get to anyone, you couldn't get cell service, no one could get to you, would you be able to survive on what you have in your vehicle? Some people have those kind of cars. Some people just don't. I would starve to death. There's nothing to eat in my vehicle.
Yeah, we looked in your vehicle. It was real boring.
We did. When we had your Jeep the other day, we were going through it from top to bottom like a team, and we couldn't find nothing.
I don't have anything ever in there.
No incriminating stuff,
Yeah.
no good stuff,
No.
no interesting stuff, no nothing.
It's completely clean and bland.
If you look underneath, if I got underneath my seat, I'm sure there's so many fries. I mean, we would. My truck too. I mean, I'm throwing Denny's under the bus. My truck would be just as bad.
The worst part of Kevin's Jeep, though, was he had all of his quarters lined up in a row, like neat and methodically.
Yeah.
So organized.
In the change thing, where you just normally throw your change randomly. Oh, no. In Kevin's change thing, all the quarters are lined up, and the faces are facing the same way.
The other day, I literally found.
I wanted to just go in there and mess them all
Oh,
up.
that would throw me off. I wouldn't be able to start my
You
car.
wouldn't be able to drive home.
I wouldn't be able to drive home.
It is annoying because the other day I just found a crumpled up $20 bill in a shoe in my truck. Complete opposite.
Complete opposite. Complete opposite.
It's sweet when you find that.
It is.
Oh, it's so sweet.
So what we got here for sudden death, Denny's has gone into his vehicle if he had to try to sustain life. 3 or more interesting items that we have here. The person who draws the lowest playing card is going to have a Denny's car snack.
So I kind of live out of my car. I do a lot of eating in the car. I try to multitask, So when I'm driving from place to place, it's usually when I make phone calls and when I eat.
Sounds really safe.
Yeah.
Are you doing that at the same time? Are you calling and eating?
Oh, yeah.
It's also when I do origami and text my mom.
I drive with my thighs.
I knit this sweater just yesterday.
But I've been trying to cut calories, so I'll take a bite or two of stuff, and then I kind of just toss it. And then at the end of the week, I'll gather all my trash and toss it all. So I kind of like live out of my car.
So you're saying these food items wouldn't be older than a week?
That's not true.
Oh, I mean, they can be any age, but I'm saying, like, I try to keep them in a bag.
There are, without a doubt, there are some items in there that, are, in my opinion, are over 6 months old.
Oh my gosh!
There might be some. There's still mayonnaise.
So I didn't grab that stuff because I didn't want anyone dying.
Well, Clowns Have Murderous Ways. That movie we did was from 2016.
There's still mayonnaise food in there from that?
A lot of it's my fault. There was a mayonnaise scene that got cut, unfortunately.
All that for nothing.
Yeah. And
Can't imagine that the mayonnaise didn't play into the continuity of the whole film.
I don't feel so bad that there's still mayonnaise remnants, because when Denny's glitter bombed me in my truck, I'm still getting glitter. When I put my air conditioner on, glitter is still flying into my beard.
Plus, the mayonnaise eventually turned clear and just disappeared.
Yeah, it kind of does.
I don't know if you've ever let mayonnaise sit for 3 years.
Never.
Does it just?
It literally turns clear and then it vanishes. It evaporates.
It does. It evaporates. It's an interesting thing, this mayo.
I didn't know that.
Glitter does not.
No, glitter's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. It's around forever. When the world ends, the only thing left will be glitter.
You're right. I think
and cockroaches.
A lot of places are banning glitter because they're finding glitter in the oceans.
Yeah.
They're finding glitter in fish bellies.
Yeah.
And then we're eating the fish, and then now we're filled with glitter too.
There's no way I didn't eat a pound of glitter in the last year. There's no way.
Okay, let's see what Denny's got here in the bag of Yum-Yums from his car. You went in there, okay?
Oh, Denny's.
There's a little sand on it.
A half-eaten meat
Is
stick?
that a hair?
Oh,
That's gnarly.
Look at that.
Denny's.
That was found under the seat.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, that's food item number one.
What's the expiration date on that meat stick?
What is that you're dumping out there?
These things are really good from 7-Eleven.
Taquitos?
Taquitos.
Oh, God. Help me. Oh.
That's dry.
I wouldn't eat that with your mouth.
If I smell, if I just by my sniffer, this is at least 7 months old.
Okay.
They get a little harder, but
That's hard.
there's so many preservatives in it. I think you're fine.
Is that a bag of potatoes?
Yeah, I found this giant bag of potatoes in my car. You can definitely get some mileage out of
Bird?
these.
Okay.
I cooked those for you like 4 weeks ago.
I'm so sorry. I forgot.
Oh wait, those were you made those for Jaybird?
I left
Yes.
it. Oh, I think was I drinking when you got back on the show?
Damn,
Oh
Bird.
wow, you put all this time into
Oh,
it. You made
so much
potatoes?
effort.
They smell so weird.
I got them in New Orleans. I went through special effort to get him special New Orleans
All right,
potatoes.
yeah. Uh-huh.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm just finding out right now that I left them in there. I'm so sorry. You know what I've eaten these. I don't know. I'm off my game, dog.
That's your last potato gift.
I deserve it. I apologize. I'm
Oh
embarrassed.
man, go figure. This turns out Jaybird.
Oh,
They
God.
smell weird, right?
Well, they're from their crawfish potatoes. They should definitely not be left in a car for a month.
I'm driving and I'm like,
Wait a
what
minute.
is that?
You put crawfish stuff on this?
They're cooked in a crawfish boil.
I hate crawfish.
Look at the tag,
You
Jaybird.
told me that they're never crawfishy.
Read the tag. What does it say?
Small red potatoes.
Turn it over.
We don't have to get into semantics right
It
now.
says crawfish on the tag.
It does.
I thought that was a type of potato. Like, oh, we use these with crawfish.
They were cooked in crawfish juice.
That's why they
Aw,
smell.
Thank God I didn't eat them. You're trying to crawfish me?
Okay. Let's see what other item you got there.
I found a banana that has a frowny face drawn on it. I don't know what the heck we were doing. with that.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
That looks
Yeah.
like it's still like good.
Okay. All right, so take that one out of the mix. So what we're going to have
Oh,
here
I'll
is
eat
we've got taquito, we have got a Slim Jim half-eaten with hair and sand, and we have gotten some spoiled crawfish potatoes. All right, the lowest card is going to have to pick an item and eat it from Denny's card to see how it agrees with them.
Beef jerky,
Uh-huh.
best eaten, 8/17/18.
Oh no.
It's old.
It expired in 2018.
Yeah, but it's, I mean, come on, those meats, does that thing ever go bad?
No.
Yeah, the expiration date's not what gets me. It's the hair and dirt that's on it.
Okay. All right. I drew my card. Virginia's over here drawing her playing card. The lowest playing card gets the Denny's car snack.
The worst item's the potatoes. Smell those potatoes. Oh
Okay.
my God, they're rotting.
I don't know, though. Ooh, they do.
Yeah, that
no,
should be the
that's
item.
a funky. That's not because I know what crawfish potatoes smell like. That's not right.
That's not right.
That
Well,
is not right.
you're supposed to eat them, not leave them in your car for weeks.
Okay.
Again.
You don't think the
Yeah.
heat and the small space did it any good?
That smells like old laundry that was never dried.
It smells awful.
Yeah,
That
that's
smells
terrible.
like ptomaine in a bag.
Yeah, that's terrible. I'm trying to think. Honestly, I think the taquito might be the best. I know, probably the meat stick. I think the meat sticks.
The meat stick's got hair and dirt on
I
it.
know.
Taquito's the best. It is hard.
But it's cheese too. It might be old cheese.
Oh, geez. Yeah, okay. I think the meat stick, even though it's a year plus expired, I think that might be the best move. That potato does not smell right. Okay, who's having the Denny's car snack here today? Pull over your cards. Virginia has a good one. I can tell by the look on her face.
I have the worst poker face.
Terrible poker. What'd you get,
That's
Virginia?
so annoying.
I got the queen.
Oh,
Okay.
queen annoying.
Okay. All right. Virginia, you're still in because I got a king.
Oh no, that's not good.
Come on, y'all.
Oh, please give me an ace. I haven't looked yet.
If we had two aces,
If the universe was just and right,
how
gosh.
great would this be? Virginia is still in play.
I'd be so mad.
Okay.
Well, it ain't an ace. It's a 5.
Oh,
Okay.
a 5.
It's good. Of course, it's the moron twins are gonna have to eat their own crap.
I gotta eat these old potatoes I just found.
Of course, Kevin and Virginia don't get this terrible
Crab
punishment.
potatoes?
This
Nice
is
job, Kevin.
Oh, it's
Good
so
draw.
annoying. Oh, I can't do it. Oh.
Okay. All right. Denny's, did you draw higher than a 5? Or are you going to eat your own slop?
Please don't be me.
Oh, I got a queen. Oh, bird.
Oh, bird.
Man, that's just
What a day.
I feel
What
like
a day.
I lose so much on this show. Am I losing for? I know I win a game here and there every now and then.
Your losing percentage is very high.
Very high.
Since the 04,
You beat the odds.
I have lost so much. A lot of it's pride.
What are you eating?
Yeah. What's your item here?
I mean, the worst item's the potato. That's gonna get me sick.
I don't know. That taquito might be a potato. I don't know. Even though it smells bad.
What are you and the people saying? Out of the 3 items, you've got horribly gross potatoes that smell terrible.
The smell is awful on that.
You've got a terrible old beef jerky with hair and dirt, and then you've got a hard ass chiquito.
If I lost,
Chiquito. What the hell's a chiquito?
if I lost, I was going to go with the Slim Jim. I was going to eat that. I believe that that old preserved meat would be the best.
Here's my thing. What do the people want? I don't want it to be lame.
Okay.
What do they want?
All right.
If they want me to have them get,
I'll do a quick Twitter poll here. Which item should Jaybird eat from Denny's car? Should it be the year-old expired Slim Jim? Should it be the, who knows, the expiration on the taquito, or the stinky potato? Okay.
I need guidance on this.
All right.
I need
We'll
help.
see what it is. Jaybird is going to have a little car snack. We'll see how it goes down coming up in minutes. Denny's, you have been a wealth of information today.
Really, you're carrying the show.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's MVP. You're picking up Bird slack here today. I gotta tell you, thank you.
Because Bird ain't carrying nothing. Look at him. Shell of a man. Now he's got to eat some old-ass potato.
Well, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I think I fell asleep during the dirt. I'm not even kidding you. I'm not being a jerk. I think I legit fell asleep.
Fall asleep again because I'm waiting to pie you. It is 3.14.
Might as well just add to it. Yeah.
Why don't you all just gang up on me right now and pie me? Get it over with. Just do it. Get it done.
Well, right now on the Twitter poll that we have here, because Jaybird lost sudden death and
He was late for work and then he lost sudden death.
just
It's going great.
Their days and then their days, Virginia, as he says. The 3 items that Denny's had pulled out: a year expired Slim Jim, a half-eaten taquito, and a stinky crawfish potato. Right now, the stinky crawfish potato is in the lead. 50% of the votes are saying to eat that.
Okay.
Of course it is.
34% are saying eat the year expired Slim Jim. That would be my choice. And 16% are saying going for the half-eaten taquito.
Yeah, I voted for the crawfish potato.
Yeah.
It's just
So,
me.
yeah, that would...
Are you ready to eat?
No.
And it's your choice. That was the thing. I was
Yeah.
just trying to get what people said. I would go with the year expired Slim Jim because some people are saying that potato could be bad, like bad for you.
I mean, how bad can this potato? What can it really do to me?
It's
What's
not the
wo-
potato. It's the crawfish juice that's now definitely spurled.
Well, what's the worst that can happen? I get a little sick.
Diarrhea, lose a few pounds. Give me one.
I mean, I can't die from it, right?
I don't think so.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. Sure,
I
that's the
don't
right
know.
move. I go Slim Jim, man.
They are so. There's like a juice that's collected. It's like almost swollen. It's got like a swollen juice
It's
gel.
dry, but it's juicy.
Yeah.
Take a bite if your body's telling you that there's something. Okay, yeah, put that out. Okay, that wasn't the right move then. Yeah,
I don't think I can get that out.
that was not the right call. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to be it. Yeah.
So I looked up the effects of old potatoes.
I love Denny's timing. So I just looked up the effects after he's already.
Wait till he swallows.
Well, I guess a common thing from I've never heard of, but it only happens in humans from old potatoes is salonine poisoning.
Salo 9.
That's what it's called. Salonine poisoning in humans. If eaten an old potato, it can cause vomiting, diarrhea, headaches, and paralysis.
Paralysis. All right. Give me.
Go Slim Jim.
Take the Slim Jim down. Yeah.
I think that'd actually be tasty. I don't think you're gonna notice. I know it's over.
He don't
year
eat
expired.
that. He does not eat
don't-
that kind
Yeah,
of
you
crap.
I don't like Slim
No.
How about the taquito? I didn't think that looked too bad. Taquitos
Well, it's
are
too
fun.
full. I don't want to be lame either. Oh, you're laying up, bird.
Why don't you just take a bite of all of them?
I already did with a potato.
All right, Slim Jim next.
I think the Slim Jim's gonna be fine, actually.
I mean, I don't think these things go old.
No, I mean,
oh.
you're not a fan of Slim Jim? You know, snap into it. I figured that's a Macho Man Randy Savage thing. Maybe you'd be into that.
It's an off-brand one. It's not even
But
Macho Man's brand.
There
Oh,
was
it's
I
not.
played baseball with a guy who always ate Slim Jims and pink lemonade, and he would drink and then burp on everybody. He would just smell.
Oh, those beef burps are
Is he still
nasty.
single?
I think he is actually.
Shocking.
I think
Yeah.
he's still single. Not many people like him.
Does that taste like a regular Slim Jim, typically?
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah, I
it really
figured.
does. And then the
Yeah.
taquito, if I don't have all of them. This is
Yeah.
the one that fell on the floor.
I don't think that'd be that bad.
Oh, my God.
Is that bad? That's bad. That's bad. So,
Oh,
okay,
Just spit
so
it out. Just spit it out.
no, I'm gonna
if,
swallow
if
it.
you were faced with no food, would you be able to knock everything down but the potato? What do you think?
I think that taquito is rotten. I don't think I should swallow this.
Okay, no, don't swallow
Spit it in
Yeah.
the trash can. You
It's
swallowed
just an
the-
experiment.
You swallowed the beef
No,
jerky.
I'll swallow it.
I wouldn't swallow it.
Don't swallow it.
Yeah.
Oh, he swallowed it.
Of course he did.
There you go.
I wouldn't swallow it. But, you know,
But you're smart. And an adult. And
you're right.
you do things right.
You do things right.
Oh, gosh, that taquito. Oh, my God.
Tough stuff, huh?
That has to be 6 months old.
Okay.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
All right, here we go. Time for producer Denny's joke jury.
Jay Bird came in late, so he didn't put the blinds down, and like the lighting in here is all different. It's throwing him off.
Honestly, to be quite honest with you guys, it's really terrible for a camera. You can't even see Denny's face. It's really just for a lighting purpose. Keep them open. I don't care. The camera looks terrible on them.
Yeah, well, we got to make him look good.
Yeah,
yeah.
He's having an all-star show.
Good luck making him look bad.
I
Look
could
at
use
him.
all the help I can get.
It's beautiful.
Okay, well, Denny's written up some comedy here. We're on the joke jury. His job is trying to get us to crack up here. Myself, Virginia J. Bird, all ready for a laugh here. Denny's, what you got?
Joke number 1. What happens when you tell a baker you don't like their cake?
I don't know what happens.
They get bunt hurt.
Okay.
You get bunt hurt. I like it. Come on,
That's
cake
cute.
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah, bunt
Come on.
cake.
Butt hurt. Yeah,
Butt
butt
cake.
hurt. Okay.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Okay.
Second joke for you guys. What do you call the greatest cow of all time?
The greatest cow of all time? I don't know. What do you call that?
Legendary.
Oh, legendary. D-A-I-R-Y. Moo.
That is smart comedy right there. It makes you think. Wow, Denny's 2 for 2.
Moo. Wow. That's something there.
All right, joke number 3 for you guys. Not so smart comedy. What famous speech did the Italian Abe Lincoln give?
love
think you
I
guys
love
know.
the visual.
The Italian Abe Lincoln.
I think I figured it out.
I think you guys know.
I think I got it.
I don't know. What was it?
It was the Spaghetti'sburg address.
Oh, that's so
like,
good.
That's good stuff. Okay.
I love
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh my gosh, I
All
want
right.
to turn that into a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
You're in the zone. You're an all-star.
Good
Fourth
day
joke.
for him.
Oh yeah. Opposite of bird. No offense.
Oh.
I feel bad you had to eat that potato. It's poison.
I know you look really broken up about it.
You weren't doing well before the potato.
Yeah, you and Kevin especially look real broken up.
Honestly, this is a face of concern.
Oh, Smugs Bunny. Oh, gosh. His face is red. He never has any color on his face. He's laughing so hard.
That's concern. Red equals concern.
All right, fourth joke. Why did the potato chips get into a fight with the cookies?
I don't know. Why did they get into?
He was talking snack about his mama.
Oh, snack.
Talking snack.
Talking. All right.
All right.
I just love Denny's cracking himself up. He's like, oh, that's the best one ever.
Is he talking trash about his mom?
Talking smack. Talking
Oh,
snack.
Okay.
Yeah, snack. They're talking snack.
Gotcha. Virginia?
Not
All right,
really.
it's a stretch. I get it.
I'm not feeling that one,
All
Denny's.
right. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Spaghetti'sburg address was awesome.
All right. I got that one down permanently.
Oh, that goes on Greatest Hits Volume 1.
Thank you.
Final joke for you guys. Why was the card player kicked out of the casino?
I don't know why.
Because he dropped a deuce on the table.
That'll do it. That'll do
I
it.
get kicked out.
Yeah. Talking about the snacks, do you know today is National Potato Chip Day? On top
do.
of it being National Pie Day.
How can it be both?
I don't like it. One's more sanctioned than the other. They got a lot of Johnny-come-lately rogue people who get these holidays.
It's Pie Day, guys. It's 3.14. Tell potato chips to sit down. They can have Friday.
I agree with Virginia. The witch is right on this.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's too much.
Yeah. And you know what? The thing about potato chips, too, they did a poll on the top guilty pleasure foods. Potato chips come in 5th. There are 4 foods ahead of it.
They're probably like number 2 for me. I love potato chips.
So in my household, we call potato chips just chips in general. So are we talking strictly about the potato chip?
Potato chip,
Okay.
yeah, because we were talking about Lay's the other day, and they had their value pack, a variety pack, and so you've got the barbecue and the regular Lay's in there, and that was the potato chip. It wouldn't be a Cheeto or Frito.
Lay's I'll eat, but I like them thick. I like them like Kevin likes his women. Thick.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I like-
big booty chip. Bring
Okay.
it on.
And cheesy.
I like using Lay's as that redneck lettuce. You crunch it up, put it on top of your sandwich. If you can actually put it on top of any kind of anything really as a topping.
You know what you can put it in? My girlfriend did one time. Lay's chips crunched up in sugar cookies. You bake them and they're delicious.
Fascinating.
My mom, rest in peace. That was one of her signature dishes was Lay's potato chips smothered in chocolate, and she would bake them in the
Ooh,
oven,
that
put some
sounds so
salt
good.
on them.
Ooh.
They were so good.
Wow.
Can't imagine why I got eating issues.
4 different food items are ahead of potato chips on the guilty pleasure food list. What are they?
Ice cream.
Number 1, Virginia, yes. Thank you.
Pizza,
Nope.
Chocolate.
Thank you, Denny's.
cake,
Nope.
Any more wrong answers you want to throw out real quick?
probably. Yeah, I'm probably gonna throw a bunch more out.
Silver's got 2 strikes.
Soup.
Fingers, chicken fingers.
Human finger. Love me.
Toes.
You might want to just send me home.
No, Jaybird, strike 3. You're out.
I'm out.
You
You're
can't
out.
guess anymore.
You're out.
I will still go.
Ice cream chocolate is ahead of potato chips. All right, what else is in the mix? I'll give you a second to think
Ooh,
about
I know,
it.
I
What do you
know.
think, Virginia?
Cookies.
Cookies. Virginia's got 2.
Yay.
Denny's, you want to try a tire? There's one more item you didn't get ahead of potato chips on the guilty pleasure food list.
Oh, I gotta guess now. I think I know it.
Jaybird, go for it.
Only talking about bread. Give me bread till I'm dead.
Bread.
Strike 4.
If you get 5 strikes, you do have to go
An
home.
amazingly wrong bad day for you.
I'd say candy. Would that work?
Denny's, you tied it up.
Denny!
I mean,
Man, Denny's is Kevin's new favorite.
Oh, no.
Don't you have a song called Snacks Rule the World?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. Because I'm not very good, Virginia. I don't know. What do you want from me? Go ahead. Kick a man when he's severely down.
What do you want from me?
Oh, he's down? Let's kick him.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth.
Oh, yeah. Gosh, I knew this guy was not going to play it right. I mean, you can't really assume a dude who's in court for dipping his junk in a delivery customer's salsa is going to have good judgment. You can't assume that.
When he acts up, you should not be surprised. But when you go to court, you're supposed to hold it together and not act a fool.
So the judge sitting there is like, okay, that's disgusting and horrible. You're going to spend 30 full days in jail for that.
Good.
One little act, 30 full days.
Perfect punishment. Judge nailed it.
And I'm going to tag on 6 months of probation because you're laughing in my face. He gave down the sentence. The guy's like, yeah, balls and salsa. Balsa. Starts cracking up about it. Just joking and cackling about balsa.
Did he stop laughing?
I think that's when he threw in these 6 months of probation. And now he still was like, I'm like, ugh, if a judge, I'd be going 10 years. 10 years for you, balsa.
I would just say stop laughing or I'm going to hold you in contempt. And if he keeps laughing, I think the judge can do that.
I think he should. It doesn't feel like enough. Yes, considering what that guy did. And then he went to court and was laughing in the judge's face about the punishment. That guy's got some, well, they're in the salsa.
He's got some.
He does. He does got some. There's no doubt about it. That's why he's there in the first place.
He should never, ever be allowed to come within 20 feet of delivery food again.
I hear you.
Can you say that,
or salsa.
Too? No food whatsoever for others.
Lifetime. If I ever see you around salsa again, you'll go to prison for 20 years.
I agree.
Yes.
You should.
There's this guy in Michigan that walked into a Subway restaurant. He's like, yeah, I work at the other Subway down the street on Coniferdon Street, and I'm just going to make a sandwich real quick. Like, okay. He rings up a few customers. He's like, hey, I'm just going to get this 20, and I got to go down the street, continue working. They're like, all right. He left. Somebody's like, I don't think that guy worked here. And sure enough, they called down to front of the street, and he doesn't work there. He just walked into a Subway, made a sandwich, rang up some customers, took a 20 from the register, and just walked out.
It's easy to do.
I know a guy that did that back in the day. A different establishment, but, I mean, he didn't take money, but he went in there and posed as a manager, and I think he did an interview and hired somebody.
I did hire somebody. In fact, that stunt was 30 minutes long. I went to 2 establishments and got 2 places, and then our boss at the time said, you cannot run that anymore. Which he's right. It's kind of illegal.
More troubles at a fast food restaurant. This, again, at a Taco Bell. 22-year-old woman in Omaha got rear-ended at the drive-thru just before 2 a.m. on Monday.
I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often.
I know, right?
Everybody in the Taco Bell drive-thru has been drinking.
No, that has? Is that a scientific fact?
At least the passenger has.
Okay.
It's not true.
At 2 a.m., BS.
Not always. You've never met a sober 2 a.m. run to Taco Bell?
The driver can be sober. I guarantee you all the passengers are drunk.
I don't know if anyone was sober in this whole story because this woman's sitting there. She gets hit in the back end of the Taco Bell drive-thru. And the guy who hit her then says, I didn't do it.
But you're behind me.
What do you mean you didn't do it? That's your car. You were behind the wheel. So she's like, you know what? I'm going to call the cops. That's when this guy flips out. He goes nuts. She starts filming. So he gets out of his car. He grabs the phone from her hand, throws it into the snow.
Oh, my gosh.
Then he gets back into his car, hits the gas, and started pushing her SUV through the drive-thru lane. He's completely lost at this point. He then gets out of his car again, jumps into her car because she's trying to film everything that's going on, so she got out of her vehicle.
She got her phone out of the snow?
Yeah, she gets her phone out of the snow, continues trying to film it. He gets into her car because she goes across to get the phone. He gets into it, drives her car straight into a light pole.
Oh, my gosh. This is
insanity
at the Taco Bell. Why can't this happen when I'm there?
So this guy's girlfriend, he's insane. She's crazy too. She tries to punch the woman on top of everything else she's having to go through.
He had a girl with him?
But at this point, a Taco Bell employee's out there and managed to block the punch and separates these two chicks.
Oh, my gosh.
They then get in their car. They take off by the time the cops get there. They did get the license plate number, but apparently they still haven't found him. I mean, this is just an insane story.
Do you see what's happening right now? C-I-Y 223. C-I-Y 223. He's in my car. This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It is crazy.
This is crazy.
We agree.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
This is crazy.
And then the girlfriend gets out and she gets into it. I mean, if there's surveillance footage from the Taco Bell, please tell me there was a camera. There's got to be a camera on the drive-thru.
There will be. You need to just go ahead and go on YouTube and look through drive-thru fights, fast food fights. There's so much content on there.
I need that one. That one is a prize.
This one guy didn't get the burger that looked like the picture, and she tried.
You never get the burger that looks like the picture.
He tried to.
FYI.
He tried to strangle one of the coworkers behind the. I want my burger. Like it was insane.
There's a lot of insanity going on here. 44-year-old guy named Daniel Sober just got arrested for drunk driving in Pennsylvania.
His name is Sober?
Yeah, Daniel Sober. Daniel Not Sober. Another drunk guy in Michigan got arrested on Tuesday. He got his car stuck in a snowbank, and he started shooting the snowbank out of anger. What?
Dude.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
It's crazy. It's all crazy. All this is crazy here today. There's a thief in the UK that jumped a fence into a honey farm. Unfortunately, he landed on a box filled with 20,000 bees.
Oh, damn.
Bees!
Bees! The bees!
Oh, my gosh. Please stop the bees.
This is crazy.
I know. Some crazy guy recently drove from Maine to YouTube's headquarters in California to confront them because they deleted his channel. They got there and they said, dog, we didn't delete your channel. They looked into a little bit further. Apparently his wife's the one that deleted it.
Oh.
No, she did not.
It's from inside the house.
Oh.
The pain is coming from inside your house.
And by the way, I think YouTube's headquarters, they're in Northern California. He drove from Maine, cross country to find this out.
Oh, my God.
He could have got the answer in his living room.
His wife is like, uh-oh, he's going to be mad when he gets back.
Oh, boy. There's an NYPD police officer that accidentally recorded himself having oral sex with her boss in a squad car after leaving her body cam on.
So she had on the body cam. She met up with her boss.
Whoops.
And gave him the little Bill Clinton action.
Yep.
And
whoops.
Did not realize her body cam recorded the whole thing.
You're recording.
Whoopsie. And then she turned in her body cam at the end of her shift?
Yeah, here you go. Wow. You remember me telling you the story about the mayor of Port Richey, Florida, that had to resign because he got arrested for shooting at cops who were trying to arrest him for practicing medicine without a license?
Yes.
He's a mayor/doctor. Well, now the new mayor just got arrested after he conspired to interfere with an active criminal investigation.
Oh, no.
Looks like he also is going to have to resign.
These dudes in Port Richey think that they're just mad with power.
What are you doing?
Rules don't apply to me.
Port Richey.
Port Get
I can't believe
together.
I can't believe it.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
This is crazy. Jay was talking a second ago for National Potato Chip Day. Brought him back to his childhood and the memories he had. His mom, Kay, would make this, what sounds amazing. She would take the Lay's potato chips, cover them in chocolate, put some salt on it. Whew.
Why do you need more salt? Ooh, the chips are salty enough.
No, once it cooks, you want to take that salt and make sure that it's on that warm chocolate. And it does a beautiful dance together.
I can see like a sea salt on that. Even more
Fat Kevin.
Yeah.
Glad to see you're here today, Fat Kevin.
Fat Kevin's definitely retaining water from all this salt.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I retained, yeah. I was at least 45 gallons of retained water. I mean,
but look how happy Kevin is when he talks about snacks.
Kevin loves salt. That is one thing about Kevin. He does love his salt.
Yeah, there's a lot. For me, yeah, I do love the salt. There were just so many things. Like when I was younger, I didn't think about the things I was eating. I was eating without consequence.
Yeah, all of us were.
I wasn't so aware, and I was fat and unaware, which it's actually a pretty great state to be in, honestly. I had no idea that I was a fat kid. I really didn't. I'm like going,
this is just life, baby. I'm enjoying the ride. Me and Lil Debbie.
Yeah, I never had any guilt as I was eating. I was eating pies and ice creams and snack cakes and chips. And Virginia, I was enjoying every bite and every second, and I didn't even think about consequence.
That's so weird because I was just about to turn 19, and I was always a skinny kid. And right about my 18th birthday that year, I started putting on weight differently than I had, and I did not know I was gaining weight. And I had my shirt off at the dorm room, and I remember our center fielder Antonio Bostic goes, "Damn, Penny, you got big old boobs," and then he goes, "You are fat." I'm like, "I'm fat?"
Oh no, that was when you had the realization.
Yeah,
I'm fat.
I go, "What do you mean I'm fat?" He goes, "Look at your boobs." I go, "Damn, I didn't know you were that fat," because my shirt was off, and I'm looking.
Oh
around,
man!
And I had little pock marks that I'd never had as a youth.
And it got to you.
I continued to eat. I actually, from 19 to 21, that's when I really found myself as an eater.
Yeah.
I had a boyfriend when I was in my early 20s, and I really didn't think I was fat, but he goes, "Oh, me and you, we have kind of the same issue. We're a little chubby around the middle."
Oh,
and I was like,
that's a terrible thing to say.
That's terrible.
I was like, "Wait, I'm chubby around the middle?" It's shocking when you don't know you're fat, and then someone has to tell you, and then you're like, oh my gosh.
Well, I think what's happening, you guys are stating moments where a part of your childhood really died. I mean, you kind of, you had that awakening, and you took a step from the youthful innocence and
a metabolism that just burned everything.
Yeah, but I think, too, is just a lack of awareness. And that's one of the things, unfortunately, that happens when we become adults is you get an awareness and a caring about some things. And as I look back to my youth, one of the things that I miss from my childhood was just that. It was eating without consequence. It was the lack of what it was doing to me or perception of it.
I remember getting my license, and the reason why I was excited to get my license, I could not believe the concept of me driving to McDonald's on my own at any time I wanted to get whatever I wanted, and that was the beginning of the end for me. But having the car, that was the first place I went to, was the drive-thru at McDonald's.
Yeah. It's one thing that happens when you get older. Other things, too, is, like I was saying, just kind of having that attitude about the weight. There was something when you were a kid that you would just go out and do things. You didn't have a fear of failure. You would just go for it. You'd throw yourself all caution to the wind. Now, I got to think everything through. I got to think about all the consequences, what could go wrong. Yeah, you got to do it when you're an adult, but don't you miss that innocence of just, you would just run for it and you didn't think about it?
I do miss that, and I also miss having all that energy. You would wake up and just have a different kind, that little kid energy.
Oh, man. What are the things you miss from your childhood? If you had to run it all down and say, boy, if I could just get that back. To me, a big part of it's a state of mind. And unfortunately, once you got that state of mind, there is no going back.
Saturday morning cartoons, those were I miss those. I don't even think they have that anymore.
I miss bicycle freedom.
There you go.
I loved getting on my bike and just being able to go wherever I wanted.
I was never allowed to be on a bike.
Oh, it shows.
I was a terrible bike rider.
Terrible. I mean, real bad.
I look like a Muppet.
Okay. Yeah. What is it you miss from your childhood? Reddit was doing this thread. Number one thing for me, it's just, I think that that childhood attitude, to me, it was the lack of awareness. Yeah, I was getting really fat. I was a fat kid. But, man, I was enjoying that ride. I was just, I ate terrible. Oh, man, Virginia. Some of my greatest memories. My mom would make this ice cream pie with a graham cracker crust.
Oh.
And then they would have the crumbles on top of it. Oh, my goodness. It was so amazing. And there'd be like a layer of chocolate in between it. And I would just eat it. And, you know, now, yeah, you can have those kind of snacks. I don't eat them fully uninhibited, guilt-free. Every bite, you're like, oh, this is good, but man, oh, man.
What am I doing?
What am I doing? What am I doing?
I used to eat so much cheesecake. I loved cheesecake as a young girl, and it was spectacular. I would probably have like a cheesecake a week.
Come on. It's nothing.
Yeah.
We were big into pound cake. The Penningtons loved the pound cake.
A lot of people were saying that. In fact, I'd say the number one answer, people saying, from your childhood, what do you miss the most? And people were saying a lot of it's the food. Somebody said, yeah, drinking soda and eating chips every day when I came home from school. Just can't do that anymore.
I miss recess. I loved going to recess. That was a big deal. Being a kid and knowing that you were going out to play for 40 minutes. We had one teacher, if you behaved, if you were acting good, she'd put a marble in the jar. And at the end of the week, if you had whatever kind of the amount of marbles you had in the jar, that's how long you got to play. But if you were bad, she took out all the marbles. And there was one kid that ruined it for all of us a lot.
Really?
Yes. Recess, man. Let's do that. Let's start.
Recess was a ton of fun.
Let's go out and play with each other.
I did, yeah.
I'd love to go play with you guys.
Let's go play.
You won't do it. Let's go play.
I'll do it. I'll bring Rocco.
I just want us to be adults and play. No kids allowed.
And by play, I mean drink and swing and talk about our problems.
Yeah, that's actually fun. Let's go to the park today, Virginia.
We won't look suspicious at all. Sitting on the swings with a bottle of Jameson.
Am I weird to think that sounds very fun?
We'll get arrested in about 15 minutes. They'll be like, uh-oh, what are these two up to at the playground?
The feeling when a summer started and you knew that basically for the next 2 months, you had nothing going on, nothing you had to do. There was no responsibility, no obligation. You didn't have to feel guilty. You're just like going, every day you wake up to like a clean slate and saying, what am I going to do with my time?
Especially if there was a fun thing planned or like later on in the week. There's no school. I'm hanging out with my friend. We're playing with figures.
I'm 17.
That was a couple weeks ago.
So, you know, you've got that game Name That Tune where you hear a little bit of a song. You got to name the artist or the song itself. Now what we're going to do here, it's Name That Crime. You get a point if you can name one thing that one of these artists has been arrested for. Okay, not going to go into the whole technicalities of, you know, all this and that, but they were arrested for this.
Okay.
Are we buzzing with our name?
You each, yes. You know what? Yes. Buzz in with your name.
I mean, technically, I am the underdogs. It's kind of a dirt of the day type of bit. I mean, it's celebrities, it's crimes. I shouldn't beat you.
You shouldn't.
Okay. Here's the first one. Now, if you get it wrong, then you're out for that artist. Okay? For that artist.
Got it.
Okay, here we go. Name that crime. Justin Bieber.
Bird.
Yes.
For vandalizing and for street drag racing down in Miami.
Drag racing. Okay, I'll give you a point on that. Ooh. Yeah, I believe that that's one in there. But keep in mind, there's multiple points.
Oh, Bird. Peeing in a bucket, too.
Never got arrested for that. That was just a video that came out. Virginia, you could have a chance. Anything Justin Bieber?
Assault? He assaulted a photographer.
They had that, yeah. I'll give you that. That was good. There's too many charges he has. Things
What
you're
else
forgetting
does he
of.
have? DUI?
Virginia, bam.
Bird.
Yeah.
Drugs.
No, I don't think
Damn it.
The only other one was resisting arrest.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
Well, he's a badass, man. You know, no cops can keep Bieber down.
Can't touch this.
My favorite clip is him trying to fight that one guy. I'll kick your ass, man. And his 9 bouncers are holding him down. His 105 body, 105-pound body.
Okay, name that crime. Kid Rock.
Virginia.
Yep.
DUI.
DUI, no. Out. I know. Shock, yeah. Kid Rock, no DUIs.
Bird.
Jaybird, yeah.
Fighting. Assault.
Yeah, gonna go with, he assaulted a DJ, a club DJ.
All right, well, I kind of get it.
Yeah. That's 1 point. And, I'll give you this one, too. He also got a disorderly conduct for a fight inside a Waffle House.
Oh,
Okay.
that's fun.
Okay. All right. There's one other. Virginia was close, but not quite right.
What's the score here right now?
The score is tied 2 apiece. Name that crime.
Bird.
Kid Rock's got one more, yeah.
For disturbing the peace when you're saying things that are not swearing in public.
Okay. Well, yeah, I kind of gave you that, the disorderly conduct.
Okay.
That kind of would fit that. Yeah, so we took that off the board. Mention, like I said, Virginia, you were close.
I'm out of it though because I got one wrong, right?
Well, I can't guess it. I'm changing the rules.
He's changing the rules. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was following the rules over here.
I know. All right, let me step in. Public intox.
Okay.
Kid Rock's got a public intox, no DUI though.
Gotcha.
All right, next up, Kanye West.
Which
Yes.
he did assault a paparazzi.
Felony vandalism's what he got for that. Very nice, Virginia. You're up 3-2 here in this. Name that crime. Bobby Brown.
Which?
Yep.
Domestic battery.
Domestic battery. You know, I don't think they got him on that.
Bird.
Yeah.
Drugs.
Drugs. Don't think they have him on that either. I don't know. Look that up. I didn't see it. I looked for the Bobby Brown and maybe the article I saw. Yeah.
Domestic violence.
Virginia just said that.
DUI.
DUI, Virginia. Yes. Bobby Brown has got a Dewey.
Brown never got arrested for drugs?
I don't know. Go look it up. I didn't see it. I tried to pull it all up, but I didn't see it. So I didn't get a whole complete record on him. Also got him for a public lewdness.
Okay.
He did. He did some naughty stuff on stage.
Yeah, give me a point. Bobby Brown arrested on drug charge. People.com, 2002.
All right. There you go. Gotcha. Bobby Brown's pretty good. Some of these guys have a lot of good stuff going on here.
Oh, Bobby Brown's layered. He's got a lot going on.
Yeah. I'm going to take you through this one because this is a fun one to unpack. Name that crime. Rick James.
Bird.
Yes.
Holding someone hostage.
Kidnapping, yes. Rick James has kidnapping on there. There's still a couple more to unpack.
Witchy.
Yes.
Show me possession of narcotics.
Yeah, you'll get that and smoking crack.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're up 5-4 here on our last contestant.
Virginia.
Yes.
DUI.
No DUI. No one a big driver. That I know of. Got him on...
Bird.
Yep.
Domestic violence.
I'll give you assault. He does have an assault charge. Yep, it's all tied up. And the last one is very unsavory. Rape.
Oh.
James arrested on a rape charge.
Got him.
Yeah.
Me and Denny just saw that the Eddie Murphy song "Party All the Time." Rick James is the producer of that. He's in the video. He's got to be on something. He's got to be.
It's unbelievable, yeah.
That video is unbelievable.
Some of these guys, rap sheets. You know, I started looking at some of the, current artists that are out there, like Adam Levine. I'm like, this guy's got nothing fun. I mean, what's going on with our rock stars today?
Adam Levine is slippery clean.
Yes.
Just look into the actors. Those are the ones that are doing all the crimes, it seems like.
Yeah, I'm like, what's wrong with these guys, man? Music's got boring all of a sudden.
Want to find the KVJ Show on social media? Just search KVJ Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Simple, huh?
Well, apparently there were some issues yesterday with social media. Oh, I went on, people's lives were wrecked. I can't get on. It's not working. Facebook went down. People were losing their minds.
Yeah, I was one of them.
Instagram had some problems, and even the WhatsApp had some issues. I don't know what was going on. I didn't hear the end result of it.
You couldn't post anything on Facebook. At least that's what I know about Facebook. It's actually still happening today too.
Hackers.
Oh, wow.
Hackers.
What?
Even just putting a regular post wouldn't let you do it.
Wow. Continued problems. I was looking at some numbers for Facebook, and it was kind of troubling. 50% of people said, I'm not worried. I'm okay with everything. I don't believe that my information is going to be revealed. And they're cool with Facebook. They're just chilling. But I saw like 20% of users are considering deleting their Facebook account, and they lost 14 million on the lower end of their demos this last year. Facebook is hurting.
It's turned into a different product that it's not what we signed up for.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not user-friendly anymore. They change it all the time.
Yeah, all these are. They're, trying to find whatever the sweet spot is. And Twitter, which has been struggling a little bit too. Instagram seems like it's the hot one. I even saw, even though there's a lot of usage on Snapchat, didn't have any growth. I think it was the one social media platform didn't have any growth over the last year. Yeah,
that's interesting.
Twitter was hurting as well, and apparently they're going to be making some changes to Twitter to make it more like Instagram and Snapchat. Instagram seems like the one that has really got the hot hand.
I think Instagram's my favorite.
Yeah, you got the video, you got photos, you got pretty much everything that is right there. You can put the more text, which I think people like. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what they wind up changing it. Snapchat is really confusing. The couple times I've gone on there, it's been difficult. I'm like, the ramp-up time to get good on Snapchat, I'm like, I don't have the ramp-up time.
Instagram is more fun, and it doesn't seem as combative. Twitter is all about, I got a quip, I'm going to send it out. ... exclamation point in your face, Virginia. It's very... Instagram's, for me,
a lot more fighting on Twitter.
I love fighting with Jay Bird on Twitter. I got to be honest.
I hate it.
Yeah. They're actually on Twitter, too, going to stop counting your likes and retweets.
Really?
Yeah, they say it's kind of a push to improve the health of the conversations. Because I think what you're saying, a lot of people realize Twitter's become toxic. And they're looking at, okay, what's going on that we're not growing or growing in the way that we want to? And the comments they're probably getting back is people are saying, I go on Twitter, it just feels toxic, and there are some things that are happening. I don't know how counting the likes and retweets is going to affect that.
How am I going to know what stuff is catching steam and not if I can't see what stuff is liked and retweeted the most?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what the changes are going to be or how it's going to look, but
That's
I
the
know
only thing I
they're
look
going to be
at.
making some. I know.
That's the only thing I care about on Twitter is how much something has been liked or retweeted.
I was watching Joe Rogan's podcast, and he had Twitter people on, and these are the people who are the ones that will throw you off Twitter, get you banned. I mean, this is the judge and jury of
Twitter police.
It really was, and because the whole conspiracy is that Twitter protects one political party better than the other. And
which one do they like?
They would, oh boy, I'm stepping in it. But yeah, some people believe that Twitter protects more of the left-leaning media stuff compared to the right-wing leaning
so
stuff.
So Twitter hates Trump?
Some would argue that. Their whole thing is some people are saying that they just don't like conservative talk at all, really.
Okay.
And that they try to block that. And they were really putting... It was a woman that runs it. It was her and another guy, and they were really putting their feet to the fire, saying, "Okay, why was this guy banned, but this guy wasn't?" And the comparisons were a little weird. One guy had pushed somebody, like there was a piece of violence in a video, who was leaning more on the right. Same person on the left retweeted the same video. They did not get kicked off, but the right person did, and they didn't really have a good answer for it either.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I don't know how much of that really is control, but it seems like there is a conspiracy that it's controlling certain things.
These are all the things that are affecting social media. The fake news has been really damaging for Facebook on top of it, and everything. Every platform has this, and when you allow that level of freedom of speech, that's where you're going to have issues, and as you're trying to figure out, okay, what should count, what shouldn't.
So humans manipulate stuff to meet their own agenda?
Well, I mean, you saw it with the celebrities. All of a sudden, Justin Bieber's got 40 million Twitter followers, and then the next day he's got 20. They're buying Twitter. It's all a machine, baby.
Yeah.
It is.
So that's the tough thing about social media is it's always in flux. Even when you get on a platform and you're going, I like this, I get this, just wait. Probably 3 months later, they're going to change and be like, I got to learn it again.
We did that political video.
It was a spoof.
It was a spoof.
It wasn't real.
Facebook would not allow me to promote it. They sent it back 3 different times saying, this is a political video. We're not allowing you to promote it.
It's a comedy video goofing on kids in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's what's going on today. It's crazy. Nobody can figure out the rules.
The West Palm Beach mayor didn't really want to get rid of part of the moon?
No, and they thought it was a legit political video, I guess.
Yeah. What does that say about them?
They'll leave my ass up there on Facebook, which is not
good,
allowed, or good.
Yeah. So it's crazy stuff. But we've got it. We've got your Facebook. We've got your Instagram. We got your Twitter, whatever your platform is, and even the Snapchat we've got too.
We do.
Now Virginia handles that because it blows my mind.
I barely handle it. I've been more into the Insta stories these days.
Okay. I just found out we had a Snapchat.
Yeah, we do. KVJ's got it all. Okay, let's go on ahead and get ready for that After the Show podcast. Before we do that, of course, that means the Jaybird is about to drop some knowledge on us here today. I believe he was sleeping in, pondering what his thought was going to be. That's why he showed up a little late today. So you know it's going to be amazing. Jaybird?
Yes.
Stall.
If you make anything more important than the actual living, then you don't know the art of living.
What?
I'm sorry. Oh, doubt?
Who wrote that? Confucius?
Doubt is a killer. You just have to know who you are and what you stand for. That's from Jennifer Lopez. Ever hear of her?
We're getting our wisdom now from J-Lo?
Just go and love somebody.
I mean, this thing is scraping the bottom of the barrel. When's this bit gonna get cut?
Oh, man.
Oh, dang.
After we cut the dirt of the day, we do 9 times a show.
I'll gladly take your slot.
Tune into the After the Show podcast. More fighting on the way on YouTube.
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.